Okay, so I tried uploading to YouTube and it said it was too long. My recording program has actually been crashing a bunch of times, so there's going to be a bit of a cut here and there. I did lose the first 2 minutes of your gameplay, so I'm going to refilm that. Let's just get it going. Something that I did forget to mention on my re-recording, I am basically a Diamond Hitscan player. Usually play Ashe, McCree, Mei. I know you go into like a Hanzo and a Widow later on. I don't play that as much, but I can still comment on things like positioning. I don't typically know how bronze games play because I was never at bronze. The lowest I think I started at was a gold, so I can only tell you mistakes that are kind of obvious or are very that occur very often in higher, like towards the plat diamond level. This bot's decent. If they play a Widow, you're probably going to get out-sniped here. Um, with the damage boost, you do well, but I think the Mercy leaves you at the start, right here. So the Mercy's gone, so you're not going to win a duel against Widow, but it's an okay spot. Something I do point out throughout your clip is how much you primary fire over scoped fire, especially at range. Primary fire is very weak, and you use a lot of your ammo on primary firing, on body shots especially, and so you get like no damage, you lose all your ammo, and then you have to reload. Little unnecessary shift right there. That's a decent fire strike. If not, sorry, fire strike. I keep calling it fire strike dynamite. If you'd started that fight with the scope versus the primary fire and the fire, you probably would have got a kill here faster. I like the fire at the start though because you did aim at multiple people, which you don't do very often in your clips. Generally, if you look at where you aim, except for that one right there, your crosshair is very center body instead of aimed at the head, so you lose a lot of damage that way. Okay, so this is about the point where I lost the clip, so I'll just clip them both together and hopefully it works okay. Okay, my recorder crashed again, hopefully the last time. Okay, let's go again. So I have already recorded this, so I've seen this clip already. The fire strike at the beginning is fine. I don't like these primaries right here. If you scoped it, I think you would have got the kill. Firebomb does about, I think it's like 100 damage. Your primary would have got him really low. Sorry, your secondary, if you'd scoped, you would have got him super low. You'd have to hit him like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times body shots with your primary to kill him here. This part right here, I like that you went for the Ana instead of the Zarya. That shift was fine to get away. Bastion just giving free ult charge. Nope. I don't like this, especially since you're going for the tank again, but you're basically in front of 4 of the 5 players. If you got slept or Bastion bombed, you've basically given the team a free kill. This is terrible. This is like my least favorite shift that you've done so far. You're basically telling the enemy team I'm using my escape for no reason. Like, where are you going? You're telling everyone you can dive me. Why not? I can't escape for 10 seconds. Good opportunity for a flank. Only thing unfortunate with this is your aim. Your aim's not the worst. You have had some okay shots. but you do aim for the body too much, and it's just unfortunate you missed those. I'd say your aim maybe could get you to gold, but it just depends, I guess. This is a really bad fire strike because it looked like you're aiming for the Ana, and you definitely didn't throw it far enough, so you've just wasted your firebomb. I don't like the engage that you gave up the high ground. You should have just scoped in and tried to like shoot and then back away so he can't shoot you. Move forward, shoot, and just like use the high ground to your advantage. Instead you came down this long pathway where you're walking away from a bastion, which is dangerous. I like that you shifted away from it though. Options here, you could have backed away, gone up the stairs, and then walk up the stairs or shifted up to the high ground to help from the high ground. I know you can hit a bastion, so this dynamite's okay. I like the bob over the stairs, that's fun. Any higher ranks, you would have definitely lost this fight against a soldier. That fire strike, I mean, it was a good chance to put people on fire. You could have just chucked it at the floor in between to split up the team. You should be aiming at the bastion here instead of the Zarya. You aim too much for the tank, especially at the body. If you'd aimed earlier at the bastion, that bastion would have been dead. That's a waste of a shift. You're not going to get out of this one. You could have shifted to high ground or just backed away. But like, what are you going to do now? Good attempt at a bomb. That was right in between everyone. That's good. Unfortunately, you missed. I tend to scope my bombs more than you do. So when you chuck it in, scope in, aim for it, shoot it, versus attempting and missing, because you have missed a couple, a little too many of your dynamites. Ignoring the bastion is quite nice here to get the kill on the healer, but it's not going to do much. How much time you just wasted right there to try and get your fire off. One, because you didn't scope in on it, and two, just because you kept missing on it. You could have just shot the Zarya, like 1 or 2 headshots. We'll see it again. So if I was playing this, at this point, right here, I'm scoping in, I'm aiming for the head. At this point, I probably could have shot it 4 or 5 times. You should have been scoping that entire time. I mean, it's nice that you got a kill. Wouldn't work higher levels. Good try right there. You do have your firebomb, which would have been your dynamite, sorry. I would have done it earlier. At this point, you know they've backed away because Genji's ulted. You see him half-life. It's a good target to shoot at. Unfortunately, you didn't get it. Nice attempt. I like that primary fire. It's the first time I think you've done a primary where I've kind of liked it because he was low and you want to get that quick damage in to try and get a kill. Good bomb. Again, you shoot him too early though. I'd wait a little bit more. Wait for it to get to the middle and then shoot it. This fight was a bit scary. As soon as they teleport up, you know they can chuck turrets and they can beam you down. This can be a hard fight to take. That bob's a bit awkward because you've chucked it right down through the gap, so it's going to run really far. You did get lucky and it hit the Moira, which is nice because this is a decently placed bob. I would have just aimed further over here and just aimed for the point. If you put it on the point, it could contest the point. If you just put it here, it would just shoot things. You got lucky, hit the Moira, otherwise it was running all the way over here and it would have done nothing. A bit of a panic bob, I think. You can be shifting to get, anytime you die and you need to get back to point, you know you're not going to use your shift for the next 10 seconds, turn around and then shift your way forward. It gets you to the point a bit faster. It's good that you're using the high ground. Oh gosh. So this is very bronze. Your tank's walking up, no one's following. Something that I would do when the tank walks up is I would dynamite around here, because usually the team follows. And then you know they're going to kind of walk into it and you shoot it. I feel like you haven't got that habit yet, just because you're at bronze. You have a team where they just don't move forward, and for some reason your Zarya is just moving forward on their own. And you are kind of waiting for them to show up, which is nice. I would have aimed for the person that I hit with the fire. Should be aiming at the Ana. I would have started with the Ana just because they were low. I mean, if you aimed that a bit faster, not much you can do about that now, though. So they have just teleported, so you could be looking for those. Your bronze, you're not going to kill this Mercy. They can be really finicky. They do a lot of self-healing. As soon as they get low, they're going to move out the way. I maybe would have just ignored the Mercy. They're giving a lot of free attention. Like, oh, so gonna do. If you hit them with that shotgun, you're gonna do like 10 damage. They have 200 life. This is your chance to kill them because they've lost their ult. But you wasted a lot of time chasing that. You should have scoped. Like you lose a lot of time because you're not scoping in or like taking your time to shoot the bomb. I think if you scope, you would hit it a lot more. This is okay. There is a connection to the Mercy, so it wouldn't be the target I'd be aiming for. I'd either be aiming for the Ana or the low Sim. You just pulled yourself out of the fight for like 5-10 seconds, so I don't super like this. I would have aimed a little bit more over this, but this is fine. You did actually hit a bunch of people. This is nice. You're aiming for the Ana, which is nice. You saw the Sim's low and you aim for her, which is good. Contest or back out? Back out, nice. I'd probably back out a bit further than this. This is a bit of a... This is a bit too far up at this point. Goes for a sneaky kill. Shouldn't be left clicking. You should be scoping that one. Just grab some water. Okay, so because you stayed up here, you're now in a really awkward spot. I don't know how they're gonna punish you for this for being in bronze, but this is a guaranteed death at a higher rank. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so you're bringing yourself out of the fight for like 20 seconds. This is a very flanky for an Ashe. This would be a good time to... Okay, you're just going to bob it. I mean, as soon as you see the Genji ult, using that as a distraction to get out of this awkward position, I don't know if bob's necessary. Just pounding on the ults could be a waste of ults. Good kill on the Mercy. Ooh, no, stop reloading. You only need 1 bullet to kill him. You just reloaded like 4 bullets. Just reload 1, kill. I would have stayed up high ground. You have your bomb. You know Ana's right here. I would have just like tried to scope him and bomb him. You don't need to change position.